Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle.
I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
It's Tony.
And we are Pseudo Adults. Hello and welcome to episode 153 of the Pseudo Adults program. It's anywhere that you find podcasts, the video format for YouTube, Space Zamboni members.
Nice podcast.
I don't want to say it. That's fine.
And social media at Pseudo Adults. Goes without name. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is our spot.
Hell yeah.
This is where we lube the audience up.
Oh,
Tell them about Space Sambo.
but I ran out from blowing the audience.
Well, you better go
That's
buy
all
some
18
more.
Plus.
Yeah. I ran out from blowing the 18 plus
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we have a brand new collection of clothes. We have a winter collection, and that's what we're trying to promote right now recently. If you guys like hoodies and stuff like that, this is one of the back in my day hoodies. I wear this one all the time. But, and also, I'm always wearing my merch. So, literally all the time, bro.
I'm wearing my meme wear.
Yeah. You are, actually.
Yeah.
Wearing your meme hat.
Yeah.
But go to spacesandboy.com/shop. Check out our new winter collection. If there's something that interests you, guess what? If you're a member to this podcast, you get a special discount code. So much love. Thank you guys for supporting. Love you all.
And if you're a pop culture fan who wants to level up in life, check out Inner Warrior on YouTube.
Rach.
Do you have a new video?
Oh, yeah.
Rachel
Cancel your
promotion time.
gym membership. I don't want to say it on the top of the podcast to scare you away, but
What about
I will
your
find
Peacock
you,
account?
and I have a special set of skills.
Bro.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Jesus
That's it.
Christ.
Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, just cancel your membership, and you can have a happy holiday with your family.
Don't even buy gifts. Just
You
Save
could buy
all the
even
money.
more gifts if you cancel your membership. You could buy a subscription.
But you can buy more subscriptions to Space Zamboni if you don't buy any gifts at all.
You could give your family member a gift of subscribing and
For
paying.
$1.
Just see my live face.
Yeah.
It's alive.
It's only $1.
Oh, wait, so you're technically just promoting us again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I scratch yours, or you scratch mine. I scratch
Oh,
yours.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
It's gonna be your last if you don't unsubscribe to your gym membership.
You don't unsubscribe from the gym. Unsubscribe to Space.
I don't know how many times I could say it. I am dreaming, having nightmares of you having a gym membership.
Yeah. A Space Zamboni membership is like 32 times less than a gym membership.
Yeah, you literally just go to the gym membership and you go, "Hey, I want to cancel it," and they go, "Okay."
Yeah.
And when you get your confirmation papers, take a selfie with it.
Yes.
And post it with, and tag Space Sim.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Then you send like a discount.
Yeah, you gotta-
code.
Yeah, you get a discount.
Anyone get a month free?
Oh my god.
If I could target who gets the gifted, I would do that.
That'd be
But,
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hilarious.
America's epidemic goes even more skyward.
Yeah.
It's all things.
That's it. All of it.
Yeah, cool.
First person to do that gets $100.
Oh my god.
If you cancel your gym membership and show proof that you've subscribed to us, first person that does it gets $100.
Yeah, and that's a promise, a guaranteed Space Zamboni promise.
And you gotta stick
Tony
with
just
it for
canceled the
100 months.
Tony just fucking canceled the gym membership.
Subscribes and then tomorrow he unsubscribes.
And then to be able
Back in the gym.
and then to be able to keep the $100, you have to like show that it's been a month since
Thank
you've
you.
been
Yes.
subscribed to.
We can actually see.
Because I will go and check
Yeah.
and break every privacy law.
She's good. She.
I mean, it's
you are the
available
one
to
with-
us to see who's a member for how long, but yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, I like this.
Promise
This
is a
fun.
promise, bro.
Wow.
So as you can see, Tony and Rachel, they're back with a vengeance.
Oh god. Yeah.
They got some renewed energy.
Yeah.
What do you spend any stories from the time that you were out and about?
Yes. Would you like to, since it was part of your
Stories from Turkey
birthday
Town.
gift?
Yeah, sure. So we went to the Spyscape Museum.
Whoa.
That was really
That
cool.
was a lot of fun.
What?
That's a museum in the city about like spies and stuff like that.
Oh.
That was really cool.
I had a Batman experience. It was very, very cool.
Yeah, so like
It
there's
was the best museum I've been to, and that's
Wow.
there's like an app that you it's a free app, but it's a Batman Spyscape. So what it is as part of the adventure is like Oracle starts contacting you through this app, like chatting with you. And you have to chat back and like give responses and stuff.
Whoa.
And it's like she's asking you for help to figure out what's going on behind this secret society that's going on.
And you say, blow me.
I was just saying, like, how long do you have to text her for to get some nudes?
We gotta warm her up by actually answering some of the clues first.
Just no unsolicited Batman dick pics.
Oh my God.
Sorry to take it there so quick. So,
But no, it's cool. It's because at a certain point, she's like, "Oh, you got to go to Leviathan's. Like, they're having some kind of meeting. You got to go there to get some more
like
clues."
the headquarters.
Yeah. And so, a part of Spyscape, the museum, there's the Leviathan headquarters. So you got to go there as part of like the adventure, and then you're still continuing chatting with Oracle about like, she's like, I'm gonna open these doors, and she opens the doors. You got to go quickly through those doors. And stuff like that.
You're
And it's
sitting
like,
in like the Leviathan like waiting room, and it has like all these like monitors about people being like, Leviathan, help me, blah blah blah.
yeah.
this is an escape room. I'm not falling for this.
It actually it really,
I'm like, this doesn't sound cool to me. I'm glad you had a good experience, but they can dress it up however they want.
yeah, no, it was cool. And then you're putting together the clues. You can walk out anytime you want. That's what doesn't make
That's
it
what they want you to think.
Yeah.
And like you're
You just need the codes for the
but
doors.
you're continuing
Yeah, they're
but you're
written inside your
continuing
pancreas.
you're continuing the whole process even after you're at the museum. Like you're talking to Oracle, you're talking to the Riddler too.
The Riddler.
Yep.
Why are they hanging out?
Oh, they're not hanging out.
Oh.
Riddler is hacking into Oracle's feed, so then he starts contacting you and stuff, and starts giving you clues. And like, there was one where like you had to go to specific spots and answer these clues in like a specific amount of time and stuff, and like it was really cool.
Does Oracle tell you to like walk and then she starts crying?
No.
Can you just walk for me and send me a video?
Just a video of your legs, please.
I love to see the function.
Yeah. But they had so the Batman experience was a separate part of the museum. Like it was like an exhibit that they had, and then the other part of the museum was all spy stuff. So like real life spies. They had real life hackers like Anonymous, and they had their names on the back of their masks.
Oh, they're not so anonymous anymore. Huh?
No, it's their like it's like their
handles.
code,
Yeah.
their handles. It's not actually their real names. So
Mr.
some of them
Robot.
were blank because some of them didn't want, and some of them had their handles. And then they had like all the other people who hacked into like these big organizations and not work for those organizations to try to like tell them if they're
Ethical hacking.
to see if their like stuff is safe. But
Yeah.
they did go to jail for a while.
Dang.
But and then they also had where you could find out what kind of spy you were, and you did like lie detector tests. You did like this rope laser thing where you try to hit as many buttons as you can without touching the laser.
That's what I was about to ask. If they had
Yeah.
like that laser, dodge the laser thing.
Yeah.
The infamous
that-
hacker thing.
Yeah, and then they had all these questions, and you had this wristband that if you tapped it against any station, it would say like "hello," like your full name, like "hello, Rachel," and then and it would recognize you as you went along, and then at the end it would tell you what kind of spy you were. So I was a hacker. And
I made the joke of what he was, and I forgot what I even said, but then later on, you guys were like, "That's what he was."
Yeah, he was
So I got
agent.
agent handler.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I was a hacker. And Tony's like, "How were you?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you."
What do you mean by agent handler?
So agent handler is like the person that's like telling the agent what to do on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I got.
Gotcha.
Like Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
there was
his
some, bro.
angels.
There was something you said when you guys were talking about the museum. I was like, "You'd be the guy telling them what to do," and
Yeah.
you're like,
Hello.
It was cool because they had like this table where you could you have to decipher like a message, and then you have to send a message ciphered back. It was actually pretty cool because and they did what else did they do? They had a lot
Oh,
of
there was like the
questions.
surveillance one. where
Oh,
there's,
the
like, all
surveillance
these
one.
different
So you
monitors.
put on like earphones and you have a microphone, and they're like, okay, look at this monitor. There's like 8, 9 screens on each panel at like A, B, C, and you had to pick out where they're like, who is in red, like where is there an escalator, and you had to say it into the microphone, and that would score how much you got. Yeah.
It makes me think of like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Yeah, that game's awesome.
It took us like solidly like 4 hours to get through the museum, and that's a lot.
That's a fun experience.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
It was a lot of fun. They had like James Bond. What was the car? The Aston Martin.
Aston Martin.
They had that. They had Batman's Bruce Wayne's car. Sorry, not Batman's car.
Bruce Wayne
Bruce
mobile.
Wayne mobile. Whatever. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. They had that there. It was really a lot of fun. It was an experience. I think if you get the experience, you can choose just to do the museum, or you can pay extra to do the Batman experience.
Do you know how
and
much
get
it
a
is?
hat. No, Tony got it as a gift, so
Yeah.
I know it's not.
It's not more than a
kinda
gym membership.
expensive. I said it's kind of expensive, but it's worth the money that
Yeah,
you're
it sounds
putting down
pricey hearing about it.
Probably like $70
per
or something.
person. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's why I said but you're getting the experience. You also, if you pay for the Batman thing, you get a free hat, you get a free like wristband, you get free stuff with it,
Okay.
and then the experience itself is like, it pretty much was our whole. We went out to eat, and then it was our whole like day.
Yeah.
Like it was 4 hours when we got there. So by the time we were done with it, we ate and we went back.
yeah, you could go to dinner for a place and it could be $70.
Yeah.
for real.
Oh,
It was. I walked out saying that it was worth, like the money I spent. Well, not I spent, but if you did spend money on it, it was worth the money that was spent on it.
For the whole experience, $95
Per
adult.
person?
75 for a child.
Oh, wow! Time to go back in time, baby.
Yeah, it was good. It was worth the money that they had a lot of stuff, like a lot of interactive stuff that a lot of museums don't have.
yeah.
So I think it was worth. And then
you're just supporting those kinds of like artists who are like and that type of like approach to
And I
informing and entertaining.
I learned a lot. Like there was a Q from James Bond was a real person. I didn't know that. He was based off a real person. They talked about one of the most dangerous spies in World War II was a woman in France, and she was feared. Like the Nazis actually feared her because she was able to like disguise herself and get away, and she was like a really good informant. There was a lot of stuff to learn, like how to tell somebody's lying. They did that. And
Body language if you look to the left.
I mean, like everybody knows. Yeah,
Shifty
it's a
eye.
lot of things. Like
I
like
don't know.
that. But yeah, I think it was a lot of fun, and you got to tell about a guy who was he like a CIA agent?
Yeah, there was a guy, I don't remember the time period. I think it was during the Cold War. There was a guy who worked for the FBI. Well, he was secretly working for the Russians. And so the reason why he did it was because like the FBI wasn't giving him, I guess, exciting enough stuff to do. So he's like, oh, I want to be known as like somebody. So he's like, I'm going to work for the Russians while working for the FBI. And then the FBI started figuring out like, wait, how are these Russians getting all this information? So then they hired him an assistant.
Oh my God.
And he told the assistant, hey, we think this guy might be giving information. So you got to like work with him and try to catch him. But the problem was now the assistant is in like in a hard spot because he's like, if I get caught, I'm dead. Like, so he had to try to pretend he's working with the guy while also feeding information to the FBI. So it was like a crazy situation.
They caught him because he taped a package underneath a bridge, like for somebody else to
It was like a
pick
dead
up.
drop.
Yeah.
They caught him outside of the dead drop, and it was like that was it for him, and he got like life in jail. Like he's done. Like he's done, and he had the life. Like he had a wife and kids and stuff. He's in jail for the rest of his life. But
What happens when you help people that
Yeah.
are trying to harm a country?
yeah, that's what happens. But and then we had a second trip that was like a week or so later.
No, it's strange. This was your dog.
A week or so later, that also Tony's coworker gifted him for his birthday. I've been there a couple times because it's legitly in the town where my grandma's house is, so everybody's there. In medieval times, it's in the town that like it's on the edge of the town, but it's
Okay.
there.
I wonder why she likes river dancing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I've been there a lot. because it's right there. It was like something easy to do when I was younger. But it's a really, really cool experience. I'll let Tony explain it because it was his first time.
Oh,
So.
that was my question.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
His
No,
first
it
time.
was cool. It was, so they have like all these different nights, and they seat you in a different area. So you have to root for a specific night, and then
The Game Grumps thing
Yeah.
did something very similar. That's really
so
funny.
I guess
that's funny.
That's maybe where they got the
Yeah.
concept. So then, you're rooting for a specific night, and then there's like a storyline that goes behind it. So like, and then there's like one bad night, but that night changes depending on
One bad night.
Yeah.
That's all
It's
you
always
need.
one bad night. That's it.
Yeah.
But it was cool. And when they're fighting with the swords, like you see the swords spark and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
that's cool.
Yeah.
And they also have food, so you're being served food at the same time.
Wow.
Like you're
Yeah, it's,
Eat with your hands.
it's
yeah, you eat
dinner
with your
entertainment.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They have that, and then we got like they take pictures of you, and you can. There's a bar, so you can also drink, and they have. We got like a special, I guess, package where they give you an extra dessert, and like the food's actually decent. For what you're getting, they have vegetarian and vegan options, which is a big. It wasn't like that last
They didn't
time.
have that in medieval
Yeah.
times.
It's dirt and rocks, actually.
No, but the funny thing is, Tony's like, yes, they have a vegetarian, a vegan option, and guess what they served? They served rice, beans, and potatoes.
Wow.
Oh, everything he hates.
So I didn't eat any of it.
So we didn't
dear.
eat any of it. So I was like, okay, here's.
extra
I
potatoes.
forgot what else we got. We got
Corn?
Like, corn. Oh,
So I
here's
ate
my
the corn.
Oh,
Here's my corn.
Nice.
I went.
I thought you didn't like corn either.
No, I ate corn with you guys.
No, when we were young.
Oh, when we were young. Yeah, because I guess.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I guess so.
the
Yeah.
soup was. They serve you soup in the very beginning, and then they serve you like this great garlic bread. It's so good. And then you get dessert, which is like a what is it called? It's not a cannoli. It's a
giant
Boston cream, like a bigger Boston cream, and then we got a piece of cake because the
Wow,
extra.
holy crap. You guys really got fed.
Yeah, it was good. And then you walk away, and it's a really cool experience. And they have like horses doing like the fancy trots and like
Dressage?
dressage, yeah. And they have horses like they have a hawk. They have a hawk that goes around the whole stadium. It's like from the outside it looks pretty small, but when you get in, you're like, okay, this was in here. They used to have it on the island, I know, on Long Island, but they don't anymore. They have it like they have like 4 or 5 locations all around the country, but I would suggest it's a cool little neat experience. Definitely go if you want a new experience. It's cool.
I can't wait for the modern equivalent of that, where it's
Yeah.
like our time now, and it's like a hacking
man.
contest,
Yeah,
and there's a
like,
drone
oh,
flying around.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
gonna
know
be our
exactly what it's
modern
gonna
day
be,
when they
bro.
look back, bro.
It's just gonna
That's
be.
all of us. That's it. That's all we were.
And you're
No.
rooting for like Starbucks or McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yes.
Nikocado, avocado, just in the
That'd
middle of
be
an arena.
crazy. Yeah, two
he's- yeah.
like mukbangers.
Yeah, and you're just gonna have to. You're gonna be on one side, root for the other one. The audience is gonna no longer get food.
They have to bring their own food
Yeah. You have to bring your own meal,
for them.
and you just watch them eat.
And then
sick.
after that, we ended up going to there's a zoo in New Jersey called Turtleback Zoo. Yes, it's a
back of the
turtleback zoo. No, I don't know why they call it that.
And the
but
mascot's a giraffe.
yeah, the
What?
mascot-
Like Jeffrey?
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's this place.
It's a small zoo that like they would take you like on a field trip kind of zoo. And it's free after 5 and they have like all these Christmas lights and the animals are kind of not all out because some of them can't be out. We saw a hyena and we saw a wolf.
Oh, that's cool.
They're out while you're looking at the lights and it's free to just walk in. So we did that. It was very
Oh,
cold.
free to walk in zoo?
Like you just
At
walk
5.
in after 5. It's free. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And they have hot cocoa.
And
They
when's it
have
close?
like 10.
Oh,
Oh, holy
that's
crap!
pretty late.
Yeah, like 9, 10, 9:30.
That's still pretty late. I've never seen like a zoo at dark. I just assume all the animals.
They have all the
start killing
Christmas
people.
lights, and they have like
Like night at the museum.
you could touch. They have the touch pool, so you can touch the stingrays, and they feel real gross.
What? They're
Do
slimy.
they sting you?
No, I mean that you could take out their barbs. Like the barbs are what stings you.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. Fun fact: they could take out their barbs, and they could just live like normal.
Then you just
Like
raise.
skunks, you can take out their scent glands. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then that makes Nancy sad. We don't want to upset Nancy.
Yeah, but you can't lose Barb again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Stranger Things. Sorry,
Yeah.
season one. Spoilers.
Yeah, oh, you're right. No, we saw all of season 1. So at least got season 1 under her belt.
Yeah.
Good old Barb.
Yeah, Rest in Barb.
That nobody ever remembers.
No,
What?
yeah,
Everybody
no.
remembers
Just
Barb.
like 2 seasons worth.
I feel like Barb's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's what everybody was
I don't
rooting
think
for.
so.
Like the past 4 seasons, it's like bring
I
back Barb.
know.
Yeah, Barb's
Yeah.
like, I just moved. Like, I don't know who that was. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I almost would
Just my
rather her be
doppelganger.
like, yeah, we're not
Upside down
friends
version.
anymore
Yeah.
than what actually happened to her. Like,
They very much showed her corpse.
yeah, they very
Fairly
much showed
certain.
her
wasn't it the
very,
first
very
season they
dead.
showed her?
Yes.
Yeah, but listen, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I mean,
That'll be the last line of the show. Everyone's like, what the
Barb
fuck was
comes
that?
back. Stranger things have happened.
So yeah, that was a good advertising. New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Cheers.
It's where the Giants and the Jets really are.
And the Giants and the Jets are like the Coliseum's like right there too. Also, you
Wow.
can probably see it. You could see New York City. You're that close. Like you can literally see the skyline of New York City.
Nice.
Might as well be New York City, but but whatever.
New York.
City. Yeah. So one's in New York and one's in New Jersey. So yeah. So just advertising.
Yeah. Spy Museum, New York. Everything else, Jersey.
Yes. Everything else
Yeah,
is Jersey.
everything's legal in Jersey.
everything.
Sure.
It's like international waters.
On land.
Yeah.
1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12.
Number 10.
Number 10.
I'm gonna behead you again.
All I know is in New Jersey, you don't need consent to film somebody.
What?
Yeah. It's a law they just came out. You don't need
Why do
like
you know that?
consent to like if you're filming
I
somebody
looked
on
it
the
up.
phone, you don't need their consent to like post it.
What?
I don't. Now you're gonna have the videos. I don't need consent to film you.
Yeah, no. It's like a new thing. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that to go real wrong in gyms.
Ew.
Yeah, literally.
Hopefully that changes soon.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? It's Jersey.
Especially the shower room.
Yeah. I don't need consent. It's like,
Yeah.
oh boy, this went south real quick.
We did
Good
not
thing you
think this
canceled
through.
your gym membership.
Hey, Loganators, we're in the gym. in Jersey.
It's
What's
one
up,
many
Jake Paulers?
reasons to not, to unsubscribe to your gym membership.
Yeah, more of a reason to cancel your gym membership if
Yeah.
you don't need
Especially
consent to
live in
film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They
Oh
don't
my
need consent to
God.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really.
they don't need
terrible
consent
idea.
from both parties. Yeah.
Damn.
Can we make up another bad law?
I
for
think
Jersey?
the reason why they did that is when people film people doing like horrible things that they don't need their consent, they can't use it in court. So now they can use it in court. That's really what their main goal was. But all right, yeah,
Maybe they should make a law that you have to fist bump a kangaroo before eating your meal
yeah.
in Jersey.
You're not allowed to eat unless you're.
Yeah, unless you fist bump a kangaroo or something.
Yeah.
I'll just buy a pet kangaroo at that point.
Yeah, that's true. But then you can't own one.
Oh,
The only the very good thing about Jersey
Every
is
restaurant just has a kangaroo in the front.
on Sundays they have this like green law or blue law, whatever they call it, where like there's no taxes on something specific. Either it's clothes or food on Sunday, where there's no taxes on it.
Geez, shopping must be terrible on
That's
that
why
day.
people go
Oh,
over there,
yeah.
buy cars, and then
Wow,
leave with
drive
them
back.
because then they don't have to pay tax on them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
On holiday.
Literally.
Oh
That'd
my
be
God.
fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Green Day's covering all that tax.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
go,
do
baby.
it.
Okay, so let's dive into some stuff. This thing came out the day after Thanksgiving, or as some would say, Spanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Getting spanked. It's gonna be ricocheted.
Whoa.
Spank felt across the world.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Watch out, y'all. Don't film us in Jersey.
Yeah.
Don't spank your turkey, okay?
Oh. Ooh.
Unless you
It's
love
Spank
it.
Day.
Unless you like tender meat.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Tenderize your meat.
All right. So the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special came
Yeah.
out anyway.
Yep.
So has everyone here seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it,
So
Yeah.
spoiler, spoiler alert. If
Spoiler fog.
Hey, you get an
on,
extra
guys.
dosage
You
of
guys
meat this Thanksgiving because you get bacon.
Dense fog of spoilers coming.
all right, so here we go. What do you guys think?
I liked it.
I liked it, yeah.
I liked
That
it.
was very heartwarming.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I loved it, but I liked it nice enough. I felt like it was it was sort of like, I know it's like they're traveling from like galaxies, but somehow it felt like a contained small story.
Yeah.
I guess that's like, am I getting spoiled to the point where I'm like, oh, I guess they went from the nowhere place all the way to Earth and they're in the ship and like, oh, this seems like a cute small story.
Yeah.
It was fun and
I
whimsical.
liked it was a small Christmas story. Like I
Yeah,
viewed
basically
it,
what it was.
went in viewing it like
Yeah.
that.
I love them drinking at the bar
Yeah.
and getting all that money because they thought that they were people wearing costumes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, give us all your libations. That was so funny.
I like when she touched the girl with the map, saying, "You're gonna give me that map.
Yeah.
You're gonna give it to me.
Yeah, she's
And she also asked
plastic.
for the money.
Yeah.
Like, give me all your money."
I don't know what happened to my money. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was good.
Then just breaking into Kevin Bacon's house.
Yeah,
It's like, all right, you weirdos. I don't know who you are. And then he's like, all right. And then the whole thing with the police, that was wild.
I think
Him being tickled by the bullets.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
Drag.
blew my mind was how much did Groot grow? He's like a
good
grown
amount. He's a teen.
adult
He's a
now.
teenager.
Yeah.
Is he really a teenager or is
I
he
would
like a
say
grown
so.
adult?
I was guessing like 18, 20.
Yeah, that's why I
Young
said,
adult,
is he a
I was
young
guessing,
adult? Yeah.
Young adult treat.
He's got rockin' Bob a baby face.
Yeah.
He's got more of a baby face than he did when he was a baby.
Yeah.
He's got those cheeks, those tree cheeks. My favorite part of it was the interactions between Drax and Mantis, and specifically, I guess the part where he kind of has this like moment of crisis, where like, which is more important to you, and he was so upset that she got to keep
The candy cane.
Yeah, even though they thought it was a little man for some reason, and
Just like, does it look like
it's
a
like, you
man?
get to have yours, but I don't get to have mine. And he was like genuinely like his life was ruined at that moment. And we're like, wow, they're playing this up like it's the emotional crux of the entire story. That part cracked me up. That was my favorite part.
I like their whole Christmas song that they had at the beginning where it said New Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I was like, oh
Mrs.
man.
Claus works the pole.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I was already like, this is on Apple Music, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. They made that to be released.
Disney gets dirty.
It felt that way. I'm like, oh, this is like their
Yeah. And the Star-Lord is like, you guys just got those instruments?
yeah.
Tony had to explain to me where the dog came from in the astronaut suit. I was
Cosmo.
like, what? And he goes, oh, it was in one of those containment.
It was in the first
Yeah.
one.
I was like, but I didn't, it's been a minute since the first one. So I was
What's
like, wow.
cool is that we played like the Guardians of the Galaxy game and stuff. So even Gianna, when she was watching it, she goes, "That's Cosmo, the dog."
Wow.
Like, all right, cool.
Dropping all that knowledge.
Yeah.
You know who voices Cosmo? Because apparently it's going to be a character in Volume 3 as well. She will be, I should say.
Wanda?
I like it.
No, imagine. Yeah, it's like she's in a dog body. That's the whole spoiler.
Hey, Wanda.
No, it's the actress who plays Borat's daughter.
Whoa.
Wow.
Sick.
Look it up.
That's crazy.
That's cool. I love her.
Yeah,
I
that's
like how the
interesting.
dog has an accent. I enjoy that.
That and I like the advancement
Is it
of
very
Yondu.
nice?
The
Very
return
nice.
of Yondu temporarily.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Seeing
It was
their
very sad.
relationship.
I'm
James
sorry
Gunn-
that broke me.
Yeah.
That the whole ending of
Oh,
it,
yeah.
like I was like, I just can't.
I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't see any emotion in that. I was like, James Gunn's very like active on Twitter and like retweets all these like heartwarming things that people say about it. And I'm like, maybe it set me up to like be like, oh, I'm gonna be touched. And I watch it. I'm like, where is it?
I walked in blind.
Where's the
Yeah,
hand?
they pull out a doll. They're like, "Where did this movie touch you?"
The screen just
Didn't.
opened.
I'm so disappointed.
I think it helped. I think it helped walking in not knowing that it was going to be sad and like
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
like
no,
took me off
it
guard.
definitely surprised me because I felt very emotional too. I was like, man, I thought this was just like a fun, wacky adventure.
Yeah,
Which
So I
part?
guess-
The beginning?
the-
The end?
all of
The
it.
the end and the part where
Except with Kevin
where
Bacon.
what was it? Where Star-Lord goes out and they like made the whole town for him.
Yeah, that was
I was
nice.
like, oh wow. Like,
Yeah, I was like, am I supposed to be getting emotional here? It feels like I'm getting emotional.
Think of all like it's like, just to plug in Christmas lights in Europe that you buy in the US, you need to have like the outlet converters and shit.
How much effort they
Yeah,
had to
exactly.
do.
I had to like go like all like super galactic converter and
Yeah, especially because they got penis prongs. Everything converts into this big whole dick thing.
I don't know. That sounds pretty easy. One hole.
Maybe at
All
this
right.
point it's easy to get. Yeah.
I think it's very
At least you don't have to
relatable
worry
to
about
like
the big
feel.
plug, small plug issue.
I feel it's very relatable to feel like in the show that like how it feels on Christmas when you lose somebody or lose a couple people within the year, and like that's how Christmas feels. So
Yep.
like,
Everyone's like, Christmas is over.
you're
Like,
like,
it doesn't have to be. You
yeah,
can.
exactly, yeah. So, yeah. So that I think that was a good representation. I was like, yeah.
When our grandpa passed, my family didn't even put up the tree.
Yeah.
They were like, bah. And then I had like a basement apartment, and I like did like a mini Christmas thing that brought like Christmas back because I had like this Charlie Brown tree. It was like really shitty looking too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's how some people get. They're just like, oh well, this person's gone. There's no holiday.
Right. Yeah, bring the cheer back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this show did a very good job at doing that. Like, cause and effect.
Yeah, I like that they showed how he had his blasters as well, that it came from Yondu. So at least
Which
he always
means
has
more.
a piece of Yondu.
Yeah, which means more. And I was like, now I can't see those blasters. I was like, thank you, but now I can't see them.
I mean, so I would feel like Mantis was the main character of this. And like her whole thing was like, do I need to go back and watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? But I was like, is the idea trying to remember the plot of the movie. Star-Lord's father was like, I am a planet or sort of.
Ego with a lip.
And so he like created everything on the planet, including her. That's why she's kind of like his half sister. Is that the basic logic? So she just sort of came to a realization one day. She's like, oh,
Well, he was going around to every planet.
Yeah,
and, like,
fertilizing
trying
women.
to
Yeah.
fertilize
Totes banging.
women.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she must be
fucking
a
everybody
result
out there.
from one of those planets. I would think.
okay,
And
gotcha.
that's, I guess, what makes it.
Yeah, so at some point she's like, oh, I guess that makes me his, I don't know, half sister.
I guess
They kept
it
saying
just clicked.
sister,
It
but
took like a whole movie to like.
yeah,
click.
gotcha. Because I was like, have I forgotten what they're doing with these movies? But I guess it's a nice thing to say. It left me wanting more because they're, guess what? In whatever 6 months or 5 months or something is going to be a whole nother movie.
Also, they mentioned Superman and and Batman.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Batman, Bruce Wayne, yeah.
Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Like,
and
that's
I'm
James Gunn in there.
Watch the DC movie.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige's like, what's this?
How did this get in here?
That wasn't in the cut. Take it out of it.
I like that they made Mantis more badass. Like, I remember it being
Yeah,
so like spry
That
and.
was cool.
Yeah, she had more of a personality.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you saw her get angry.
Yeah.
I feel like she's grown a lot since Volume
yeah.
2 because she didn't know like any like emotion. So it's like it shows like she's come a long way since then.
I like how they called Drax a god of war. Like they were taking pictures of him.
Yeah.
Like he was god of war.
Yeah.
They're like, I think that was a God of War.
Very timely.
Yeah. Wonder if that was on purpose.
Probably.
Yeah, they just
Possibly,
like dubbed it after.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Throw this in too. Ad-lib.
I liked how Mantis
ADR.
ran up to who she thought was Steve Rogers.
Yeah,
that was
he
really,
just ran
that was
away.
really funny. Yeah. So I was actually working while the movie was on, and so it was funny to hear everybody's reactions to certain stuff as I have to like keep going like that to watch the movie, right? But that part when that happened, John's like, "Alex, look at the screen! Look at the screen!" it was really funny.
What about Rocket at the end? He finally got Bucky's arm.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
They
yeah.
were like about to cry. I was like, why
Bucky's
is this
arm?
so emotional?
I said it before he did. I was like, Bucky's arm? It's like, Bucky's arm. It's like, we saw Falcon and Winter Soldier. Didn't he have his arm during it?
Yeah.
It wasn't running around with one arm the whole time.
So it must have been after.
I hope they show it at some point.
Well,
There's
the
a spare arm.
fucking the Wakandan soldiers were like, and his arm just like popped off.
Yeah.
So there's a way to just it's a press and release somewhere
it's-
on there.
Just Mr. Potato Head, everything falls off of him.
The fact that his arm was in a fist meant that he was trying to fight her.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so there you go. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Christmas
Volume
holiday.
fun.
Volume
Volume fun. Ho, ho, ho. Cancel your gym membership.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing.
Fuck your life, bing bong.
Bing
my
bong.
God.
On the note of MCU, we already kind of like talked about Wakanda Forever, but we didn't get to hear Tony and Rachel's take on it. So just curious to hear what you think.
Seeing it twice. We saw it twice.
Spoiler alert as well for that.
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it, honestly.
I think
Honestly.
it was, well, I haven't seen all the Phase 4 movies because I haven't seen Eternals, but the best of the Phase 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eternals is not going to make you say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You're
All right,
you're set.
I'm safe. I'm
Yeah.
good.
I've finally seen Eternals, but I also fell asleep.
Yeah,
during it a little bit,
it's
too.
like okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Eternals also takes itself, I think, quite seriously in the way that this movie does, but I would think the general reaction is quite different.
I like this.
There were so many twists and turns in the Eternals movie. I was just like,
Oh, it was just.
Whoa.
I mean, in my
What is
opinion,
going on?
I know it was, that was just the team building. I can't believe after the second act and the huge fight that they had, they're like,
Yeah.
"Well, time to recruit more." Like, what?
Yeah. That's why I literally I'm like, this is an X-Men movie where they're like building up the team, like First Class and like all those other movies where it's like,
Every X-Men movie.
yeah, it's even like Wolverine's at the bar, Wolverine's over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna recruit like 10 more people. But it was really like,
Yeah, you just didn't realize what you signed up for.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then Harry Styles comes into the mix.
Yeah.
Surprise.
All right. With little Patton Oswalt, gremlin guy.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Harry
It
Styles.
was alright. It was okay. Definitely better than Wakanda for.
The only issue I have with Wakanda Forever is, there was one scene at the very end where they're like, "You can't take this with you because it's vibranium." I go, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
I was like, "What about
come
what
on.
about Bucky's arm? What about the shield? But you let them in and then let them out again. So does it matter the quantity that you're letting in and out, or does it only matter for this
understand.
film?" That was the only thing that like.
well, Bucky's arm, he was in Wakanda and all that stuff.
But they said you can't take vibranium out of.
Yeah, I didn't watch
he
the
was
movie
in
yet. I'm
Wakanda.
watching it today, but
You will see it and go, "What?"
So yeah, that was my one issue with the movie
Yeah.
was that they forced Riri Williams into the movie. Like it didn't feel natural. It could have been, but they kept her for too long. Like she
I
stayed,
loved
she
her.
stayed around for too long.
She was
I
a
thought
very
her
good
parts were
character.
really interesting.
She was a very
that's
good character,
Yeah.
but they also like. I feel like at one point it's like,
I think
why?
once the queen died, she should have been sent home.
no, it's all right. Mark said that last time.
Okay.
Oh,
no,
whoops.
I think I basically,
Yeah.
I think they did really fun, neat things with her, but I
Yeah.
think it was sort of. I agree. I
long.
felt I thought that her introduction felt very like natural. It's like they could have written it however they wanted, but they made it in a way that felt natural. Same thing with reincorporating good old Watson into the plot.
Yeah.
But then the fact that they kept cutting back to them, and as the movie went on, I'm like, they're just doing this for MCU
show.
connectivity
Yeah,
Yeah,
reasons.
it's like
they're
for
just
her
doing it so
show.
you can watch her show.
She's gonna have her own show.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
No, JLD.
What?
JLD. Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Oh.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah. No,
They kept
but-
cutting back to those two
Oh, that's
bickering, and I was just like,
well, because I think she's gonna play a bigger part going forward.
I
with
know,
certain
but
things,
I felt like it had
yeah.
nothing to do with
Yeah.
this movie. It was just sort of like,
No, yeah.
They kind of shoehorned it in and be like, "There's something happening. There's something gonna." But you've been doing
still
that
have
for
these
every single show.
characters.
yeah, he was in the first one, so that's, I guess, their excuse.
Yeah.
He's the white guy.
I think the movie was very good, and
Yeah.
if the movies continue to be like this, I'll be content. You know, to go see a movie. I found out that Blade will be the last movie in the next phase.
Wow.
Yes,
In
It
phase
will be
5 or
in
phase-
the next one.
Phase 5. Okay.
This phase is over.
Yeah, this phase is
Oh,
technically
yeah.
over
It's
with
over?
the Christmas special.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get over it.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah, is Blade gonna be made? Because like all the
They got a
production
new
stuff is
director,
weird.
I think. I think
Yeah.
they got a new director, so I think it is. It's still on the lineup. So
Yeah, because the Blade being delayed pushed all the movies.
Yeah.
So they did that whole they did that whole like timeline reveal shit that they
Yeah.
were
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that,
Why'd they reveal the timeline if they're like, whoops, sorry, we did a loopsie?
because they had a director and then the director pulled out.
something like that happened. Either that or like the
It
script
seemed like,
wasn't.
it probably wasn't going to be good.
Yeah.
It has
So
to
like,
be.
yeah, fuck it, we'll move it.
I even was so excited we watched the first Blade movie at one point because I was like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I really hope that it's good and not goofy and you know.
Yeah. I like that like money just lets you do whatever you want at
Yeah.
Marvel or like DC
Yeah.
and stuff, right? Like The Rock is like, hey, what's up? I'm Black Adam. Like, okay.
Okay.
And then like this guy who's in Luke Cage, he's like, I'm Blade. They're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's money. I'm this person.
Meanwhile, when Channing Tatum wanted to do Gambit, they're like, no.
No.
Because he went, here's money. They're like,
Not enough.
Yeah.
More,
He
please.
would have been so good because he was from New Orleans too.
Yeah.
So he knew
And he was
like
saying,
the
like, that's his
accent.
favorite
he
character
Knew,
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
but would you rather
He's so
him be Gambit in those movies and be locked in for however
True.
long, or be Gambit in the MCU?
True.
I don't know if they're gonna let him be Gambit in the MCU. The money.
He's doing Magic Mike. He might have enough money. The new Magic Mike
Magic
movie.
Mike,
he might have enough
extra
money.
large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Executive producer Channing Tatum. That's when you fucking what the $10 Productions is the Rock studio, and you see all the movies that they make, and it's just all like this is how the Rock has a career, is his own production studio. It's
Makes sense.
weird to see. It's like
Yeah, whatever. It works for him.
yeah,
I like
that's,
the Rock's
that's all.
acting.
That's all you got to do is like have money, and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
What boggles my brain is why he did Rampage. Did he love playing Rampage?
That's what he said.
Like,
I love the game, and it's like, then why'd you make that shitty movie?
Why didn't you make that movie better? I don't understand.
It's like, are
If
you
you
sure
love
you
the
like
game,
the game?
you destroyed it. I love the game. I used to play that game all the time.
Me too.
Yeah,
me
Like,
too.
I used to be in
yeah.
the game.
Yep.
So much.
That was early the Game Bangers. We played that game
Yep.
too because we love the game so much. And then he's like, I'm gonna fuck this movie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he didn't write the script, right? He probably paid someone and thought, "Hey, this guy's gonna do a good job." And then
Do more research. God.
So how much did you think Riri Williams paid to be Ironheart? I don't even know who's the actress for her.
She's like an unknown actress. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Into the unknown.
Yeah. I mean, like, they did good on her. Like, they did good, but it makes no sense about the suit. Like,
yeah, why they went
she helped
literally
you.
with
You're
it.
not going to give her the suit.
Yeah, and she had.
No,
the
you got to
concept
build
of
that
it.
suit all over again.
Yeah, that's
well,
stinky.
because they want you to watch her show in which she'll have to build the suit.
Which is like what she already did. Okay.
Yeah, she already proved
Wouldn't it make more
herself more
sense
than
if
once.
it was on vibranium, if she was wearing vibranium? Especially
And they
because the
used her
Iron Man
suit
had
to escape.
vibranium too, right? Did Iron Man's suit was made of vibranium?
No.
Some sort of gold
Yeah, it was made
something
Something.
alloy.
Ironmanium.
Ironmanium. They renamed it, retrospectively.
Unobtainium.
I think other than the line was like, she's got an Iron Man suit, there was like no homage or anything to like Iron Man, Tony Stark, which I hope they correct in the show. Be like, it'd be a little weird, just be like, you got the same technology. We're not going to
It
acknowledge
should
the
have been
other
that
guy.
like Iron
He
Man
got
was
canceled.
her hero. It should have been like Iron Man was her hero, and like she saw that he could build stuff, so she could build stuff. End up not being that. So I was just like, "Where'd you get the idea, bro?" Yeah,
Man,
exactly.
I like how different the discussion is this week from last time. The last episode.
Yeah, I figured it'd be different.
It's like, this is interesting because it's like very different takes on the movie. So I'm very interested to
it was
watch
good.
it later.
We watched it twice and picked up on a lot of stuff that wasn't like we didn't catch the first time.
I look
That
forward
we
to
caught the
yeah.
second time.
I look forward to watching it again and not falling asleep this time. I missed spoiler alert, Angela Bassett's character dying. I was like, where'd she go? And they were like, she drowned. The whole audience, everyone told me like,
That was like
shut up.
That was like, so rough.
We're watching the movie. Can you stop yelling your
What
questions?
happened?
I fell asleep. What happened?
I just stand up and I'm like, excuse me, everyone.
Can you please tell me where she went?
She go.
You go up to the projector booth, pause the movie.
Yeah.
Guys, hold on. What happened?
It's okay, everyone.
I'm gonna rewind.
You guys don't mind if I just... How long ago did she die?
Yeah. Oh shit! It was a while ago. I'm on 16x.
I don't remember any of this shit.
I can say I think they did Namor really well. I don't know why people were complaining. Like,
Namor.
yeah, they made
liked
him of like the Mayan culture, which is like he had no like. He was just some white dude, realistically. I think they needed to add that character to him.
Yeah, some
I
depth.
think it added more like not just, like there was slavery, there was pillaging of, of other countries other than just, one. But there was other pillaging of other countries. And it showed a good dynamic between there was two, there is, almost similarities between both, and it's like almost like it almost is like the character he actually is. He's not always like a really, really bad guy. Like, he has, like, motives
Hey,
behind the things he does.
he's trying to keep a whole civilization safe.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think he, in any case, I think anybody would have done the same thing he did. I think his cause was a cause that, like, you're like, oh, okay, you know, I understand what he did. I do understand.
I think he was like a little like, I guess the villainous things. I think he was a little extra bloodthirsty about it. But I don't think he ever
understand like what he saw and like things that happened that he saw like when he went back to his country.
Yeah.
That's why he was like, no, Namor is no love for humans. So
I'm his friend. I call him Cuckoo Khan.
you know, that somebody actually, speaking of Namor, somebody actually climbed Kukulkan's Khan's actual. It was actually like a god that they based that name on. He has a pyramid in wherever it is. I'm not gonna say where it is because I don't really know. Somebody climbed it, and the people who live close to it were so angry. They were throwing stuff at the person when they were coming down, pouring stuff on the person. They were so angry because you aren't.
They had no love, no more.
No, they weren't happy. They weren't happy because it's like when you touch rock, sometimes the rock breaks down, like the acid on your hands breaks down the stone itself. So you being on those things destroys the pyramid. So yeah.
I think it's in El Castillo.
Yeah, there you go.
Castillo.
El
Castillo.
In Chichen Itza.
Oh, Chichen Itza. That's the pyramid that I got to climb that when I was in early high school.
Apparently they don't let people climb.
Yeah, they don't. Go figure. A very steep pyramid with no protection. People apparently, like, multiple people died on it. Like
throwing rocks
every year.
On there.
Oh my god.
She climbed all the way to the top. I don't know how.
Wow.
But
It's not hard to climb. I climbed it.
I don't know. Yeah.
I have a picture of my 10th grade belly up there. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, look at my tom-tom. Second gods.
With your abs.
No, people were like so
The cum
bad.
gutters. The cum gutters. I'm sorry. I finally got up to that part in like the whatchamacallit in Rick and Morty, and now that's my favorite word.
Oh my god.
It's like, why didn't I know about this? It's been all my life.
What I would like to know, because I think it's one of Matt's favorite parts of the movie, and he kind of talked about it when we were discussing it on our other episode, was what's the name of the character who was with T'Challa when she goes on her mission to rescue the princess, and she like James Bonds into the water and swims miles underneath and on her rescue mission.
Yeah. What's her name?
Just what do you think of that whole part?
Oh, I mean,
Was she badass?
so I had to remember, like, I couldn't remember, like, her part in the first movie.
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah. I had a hard time.
Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I had a hard time remembering that.
Didn't they get together again?
They kiss at the end.
Yeah.
I try to blank that out. Like,
Was it that bad that they kissed?
No, I just have to store other memory. So there's bits and pieces of every movie.
It's a literal
I have
conscious
to,
effort.
Yeah, I have to literally clear certain things out of the
Deleted
way
your
that I
cookies.
don't remember. Yeah, to remember other things. It's a scientific fact. Okay, I'm pretty sure you don't remember the first time you walked exactly that you cleared your cache when you got old enough.
I remember a lot of things.
Exactly.
Matt's constantly clearing his cash.
Come back to me when you're 90 years old and tell me you remember this exact moment. Thank you.
It's on video. Just play
From
it.
your memory, not from the video. Thank you. Clear your cache
It's gonna
sometimes.
be impossible for me. I'm gonna be lucky if I remember this conversation.
Exactly.
No.
Oh,
No, I bet we
moment
watch
to
old
moment.
podcasts. We'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
We said that?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
We're all gonna go and do that one day. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But wait, was she a spy in the first one? I don't remember at all.
She was like, could speak all different languages, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, because that's what in the beginning of the movie where he goes to save her, right? He goes like down the ship. That's why they shit him out in the beginning of the movie, right?
Wow.
Is that
Don't
what
they?
it was? I don't
The ship
remember.
poops him out.
I don't remember.
I do remember.
Yeah, he goes like this. The ship
remember that
opens and he
part,
poops
but I don't
out.
remember what it was for, but I don't remember what it was for or why he did it.
Yeah,
I have to see the first movie.
he drops like a little poo,
Yeah.
and then he goes to save the girl.
Oh.
And then he's like, I never freeze.
So what she? I remember that.
That's exactly what she said.
Because that was probably a trailer shot.
Never freeze. Something like that. I don't know. I like the first one.
So,
No, I liked it too. I just don't
that's
remember
crazy.
it.
I really like her
First one,
character though. She was sick.
I rewatched
Yeah.
the first one like the week before I saw it, and I guess maybe I should have focused a little more on her. But like I think they do introduce her that she has that skill set. I don't know if they necessarily display it that much. So it's like that. Actually, it was. I don't know. I still found it jarring to watch like this character be like, you're gonna like. I thought that it was supposed to be like a huge undertaking. Like I know that like you don't do this stuff very often, but this is like a huge like challenge for you. But in retrospect, it's like.
Yeah.
I do that shit
Why
like
wasn't
every
she
other
Black
week.
Panther?
That's what they were saying
I was
last
surprised.
week.
Yeah. Like I'm surprised that they had plenty of that
Yeah.
juice. Why
Yeah.
not
She would
share
have
the
fit
wealth?
into that suit way better too.
They're saving that for phase
She's
18.
She's thicker than a Snicker.
I don't like.
She would have
my
fit into
God.
that suit very well versus the sister who's like as skinny as a twig.
I've been told she has great skin.
Yeah, she
She
like.
shouldn't wear a mask.
I literally was like, sure, she would have fit that suit perfectly. I think the sister, they needed to bulk her up a little. They didn't. They just said stop eating. She's very skinny. I think she almost looks like a cat and not a
Well,
Black Panther.
that's what makes her more like the Black Panther
You know
because
what?
now
We're
she's
gonna
got
see
like
it.
those
Looks like a
feline
cat.
attributes.
She looks
No,
like
I
some
meant,
kind
like,
of
in her
black
suit.
cat or something.
She,
Yeah.
You know who's also a cat?
She-
Garfield.
Oh my God.
No,
Ooh, that would be
she
sick
looks
if
in her suit when you
Garfield
see her
is
in
Black
her
Panther.
suit.
Yeah.
Leia
She's gonna
Garfield
look-
I saw the
costume.
She's
trailer
gonna
shots
look
and stuff.
like
I hate Mondays.
Catwoman. I go that.
Interesting.
She needs to like you. I don't know.
Isn't also Okoye like really good at combat and stuff?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, shouldn't she have also had
She
like?
should have been that, and the what's her face should have been Queen.
Everybody should have gotten the juice, just like Cool Khan. Everybody
blend it like
should have gotten.
Yes.
I love how Matt's eyes bug out when he says the name.
just
My ears are ringing now.
make a Wakanda tropical smoothie.
Yeah.
Just one of the ingredients is the
Just
juice.
a little bit of the juice. That's it.
Gone. Yeah. See who you see. Who do
So
you
they
see?
have like a dream in the ancestral plane for like.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. Oh, you're here too, bro?
They all just chill there for like half an hour.
Yeah,
They
it's
go,
like a spa. Yeah.
You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
Now I
was
have
like, I don't know.
powers.
I love the movie though. I'm not. I don't hate the. I've seen it twice and I enjoyed it both times. So, and it's cool to watch a movie where you can catch things a second time that you didn't notice the first
Nice.
time based on like the scene after the credits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Mid credits.
yeah, like JLD
Mid-credit.
pulling
No
those
end credit,
handcuffs out
mid-credit.
from the olive oil.
Yeah, I see. I didn't catch that part. I didn't realize that they actually came out of the olive oil container and they were dripping.
Your olive oil's going bad.
And I'm arresting,
I'm arresting you. Yeah.
All I can say is I love the guy who played Namor. That's it.
He did a great
Pull him
job.
over.
Yeah.
I love the guy. I love the. You know, they brought in Mayan experts to put together all the stuff.
That's
to
crazy.
like what they wore and like how the culture acted. I was like, wow. I was impressed. If you look in the credits, it says like Mayan experts or whatever they brought in for that, and I was I like that.
They
a
saw the
lot.
picture of me in 10th grade on the pyramid. They called.
They're like, oh.
They called him, and yeah,
They're like, whoa.
he gave lots of good
yeah.
advice.
Yeah. True. All right.
I like this that helmet piece he wears in one piece in the movie because it almost like very comic booky in a sense, and it made his eyes look like it was almost glowing, and I was like, oh, that's a cool shot.
We got since we went that Thursday before like the pre-release, I think it's called, right?
Preview. Show.
Yeah, we saw it. We got these really cool
the
limited
early
edition
screening.
like the posters.
Oh, dang.
It was really cool. I really like the Namor one. Like I really like the blue effect that they did on it, and I liked it. Yeah.
Very good. So, you ready to watch the movie now, Alex?
Yeah, I've seen it like, what, how many times have we talked about it? Like 3 times now.
Yeah.
That's basically.
Oh yeah, and I want you when you go to the movie to watch a guy slap water to open the
Yeah.
thing. I literally looked at Gene. And I went, this is what I was talking about. I go, what? You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
Yeah,
This is the
you gotta
only.
get the right beat.
I only have 2 issues, and those were my 2 issues. Was the water and the not being able to bring that metal out of Wakanda. I was like, all right, continuity. You can't tell me you can't bring it out, but Bucky can bring it out. Like,
Yeah, that's weird. So Steve's shield, was it because she wasn't a citizen of Wakanda?
No, it was just like we don't let any adamantium out of Wakanda. They literally said that, or vibranium, whatever.
That's so weird, huh? Because even Black Panther left Wakanda and his whole suit's vibranium.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
It's too dangerous, they said. I was like, okay, but
Yeah, new policy.
New policy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No consent needed.
Okay.
Consent needed to take vibranium out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a Disney Plus policy, okay?
Yeah. No consent for filming. Consent for vibranium.
Yeah. Especially when you have a show coming out, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta rebuild that.
Rebuild that.
Rebuild that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so all done. All right.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have a nice list. At some point, we're gonna figure out where to draw the line, and I mean, maybe
Line in the sand.
yeah, calling it at that point. But I guess I've been hearing good things about Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick and Morty's great.
Very good.
Is the new season over at this point, or not
No.
yet? Or
No,
did
not
they
yet.
take some breaks? Is that what?
Took a break.
Yeah,
Take a
yeah,
break.
But it's back now.
Oh my God, my brain.
I forgot what the episode was about, to be honest.
Thanksgiving? Was it
Oh, there was a
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
episode? I don't remember.
I think the last one I saw was the dinosaurs, I think.
Yeah, that was right before the break.
Oh, okay. So I guess we didn't watch after the break.
Oh, this one continues from the Story Train episode.
Oh, I actually just watched that one yesterday.
Oh, good. So you're all caught
You
up
son
for
of a
that
bitch!
then.
We were watching it together.
What? No.
Oh, the story
the
train
one,
one?
the old one.
Oh,
the first
Story
one.
Train.
That they
God
had.
damn it!
No. You didn't watch that one. I'm catching up on old stuff.
Oh, okay.
The old
okay,
Story
okay.
Train episode. Yeah, he continues from that one though.
No.
Yeah, jumping to conclusions.
No.
Remember previously?
I'm
Rick
sitting
and
through
Morty?
all
Oh,
of
yes.
Breaking
Okay.
Bad.
Okay. That's all you have to say. Oh, that's all you have to say is previously on Rick and Morty. All right. That's all you had to
Yeah,
say
no,
to
it was a
bring
really good
everything.
episode. I like it. Very, very meta though. Very, very meta.
meta.
I heard there's an article online. Some South Park joke is made because Jesus or something.
Whoa.
Oh yes,
Yes,
that's
yes,
true.
what I heard.
Yeah,
Yes.
yep, that's true. Yep, yep,
Interesting.
yep. They throw a little shade at South Park.
Oh,
It
I don't know
has-
if it's
oh,
shade. I don't know if it's shade, but it's like
It had what's his face in it? The hero story.
no, don't spoil anything. I was about to say it. I'm like, wait a second.
Okay. It's good. I enjoyed
it's
it.
cool.
It was very meta. It was very chaotic, but that's
How many? So that's the new one after the break. Is that one?
yeah.
There's no other
Last
ones.
week.
Not, today would be a new one. Well, tonight.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
that's on. Yeah.
yeah.
That won't be up till like
Till
what?
tomorrow.
Yeah, till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I liked what
For
the
sure.
season's been so far.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
the fortune cookie episode was
Yeah.
that was really
hilarious.
good.
Yep.
I think this is one of their best seasons. To be honest, I almost think this is better than the first season, and that's
What's
remember
funny
what
is
it
that like some episodes the writing is just more simple too.
Yep. Yep.
It's not like they're trying to be like, oh, big brain to understand
yeah.
the plot. They're just like, fortune cookie make future.
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
But I'm starting to like enjoy where you don't have to be like so like, oh, this means this and this means, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it doesn't take itself so seriously.
Even the dinosaur one, I thought was like,
Yeah.
that could have been written by like a kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's like an Axe Cop episode.
Yeah. They're just
Yeah.
like, dinosaurs here, smarter than people.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the plot. They just wrote it and it was like, oh, there it
Yep.
is. But I guess that's what happens when you have, they were renewed for like, how many episodes? Like 100 episodes back
Something
then?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they probably just had every idea, like, all right, I'm doing all of it.
Yep, pretty much. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I like that there's still like emotional journeys in each episode, even though it's like very simple.
I'm guessing that they got past a lot of the frequent plot points and like ripping on Jerry and like I don't know. It's just like a lot of the standard grief that's like I guess like people have their fill of that. Let's kind of do something else.
Yeah.
Anything else.
Yeah,
I feel like they still do it though.
They do it a little bit, but not to the extent.
I didn't mean like
season
at all.
3
But yeah.
Yeah.
or season 2 would have done
Yeah.
to Jerry.
Because that whole fortune cookie episode is all ripping on Jerry.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the whole episode.
But it's almost like they get along
Jerry was right.
better.
Yeah.
I'd like to know like who wrote that episode. That writer just really likes to rip on Jerry. Yeah.
Are you gonna watch it, Kyle? Because I would like to say what that episode's about.
You can watch it. I might not remember.
Okay, so the episode is that he gets a fortune cookie that says that he's gonna fuck his mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's the only one nervous about his
Yeah.
fortune cookie. Everyone else is
Yeah.
like, it's just a fortune cookie. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Like, this is serious, guys.
I like that they invite his mom at the end to the place to like bring her.
And they
Hey, Jerry. And then she slides down. And there's that black hole that opens up.
Oh my
slip.
God.
it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But what I think is like, but there is character development between Rick and Jerry, because Rick actually was like, yeah, you know, like no one deserves to be like to have their beliefs made fun of or something. I'm like, oh wow, it's like a improvement for Rick.
It's almost like
And he even has a tattoo of Jerry. Remember?
it is almost like Rick is becoming the kid's parent. It almost feels like he's maturing to the point where you're like looking at the parents and being like, what's going on? Like, you guys are now looser with yourself and then like going off in other relationships, going to figure stuff out. I feel like Rick had to step in and be like, all right, let me spend time with the kids. Let me, you know, like, and it's almost like he matured into like a grandpa, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like they don't know what to do with like Beth.
Yeah.
Because that's why they had like that whole Space Beth
Space
stuff.
Beth, yeah.
And then like they tried to double down on Space Beth. Then they're like, nope, forget it. She's just also in the family sometimes.
Yeah.
So they have more fun exploring stuff like characters that they think can do more interesting or funnier as subplots.
Yeah.
I also like how they stopped leaning on Summer. Like, Summer was like Rick and be like, no, Summer. And, you know, Rick and Morty are the ones who have like a bond. And now, like, Morty, even in this episode, I noticed Morty is becoming more like Rick. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, this is what I wanted to see. I didn't want to see Summer become like Rick. I wanted Morty to become like Rick because he's with him more.
Yeah, Summer just wants that relationship with Rick. But
Everybody wants a relationship with Rick. Everybody enjoys it.
Even Beth, even more
But the
so.
OG, the OG.
Do you all want a relationship with Rick?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
With his
Fucking
cum
make
gutters,
out.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I think
He
I'd be
does have cum gutters.
Yeah, he does have cum gutters.
I think I'd be dead in 3 minutes.
How does Rick not have more kids?
He does.
Because the planet is
The planet. That's what I was thinking, but then it wasn't his kids. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, I was gonna say, yeah, even what were you bringing up with Rick being like a little more mature and stuff too? Is because even in the Space Beth episode, he's the one who said like, "Oh, you got to be honest, right?" Like he was saying like, "You should probably tell Jerry."
Yeah.
He was like, it's your choice, but like,
But when the episode ends, they have like that thing where they talk about the episode and stuff. So with the one with Jerry, it's interesting because they said that the Rick's purpose in the episode was that he was jealous that Jerry was getting this big adventure and that it wasn't about
Yeah, it
him.
wasn't about him. Yeah.
Because he's like,
so
oh, this
funny.
has to do something with me.
Yeah.
It's like this weird godlike interventions involved. It has to do with me.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Nope.
just Jerry and a fortune cookie is gonna fuck his mom.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was so funny.
That one about the planet giving birth gave me Yondu vibes.
Oh yeah. But no, I was gonna say like I feel like even though they rip on Jerry, Night Jerry saved everybody. Then it was
That Night Jerry was really funny.
Yeah.
That was great.
there was like Night Jerry. Then
They're still beating the shit out of him. It's like, guys.
oh yeah, I forgot. That was so funny. But yeah, like, it was like the Night Jerry episode. Then there was the Jerry got to have the threesome with the Beth and Space Beth, and then it was Jerry's adventure was Jerry's adventure. Like so, I feel like even though they like rip on him a bit, they're giving him more like stuff to do, which I'm like,
Grounded. I like how
because
he's,
he's my
more
favorite
grounded.
character. So I'm like, oh, this is great.
I was like, I feel like the whole show is more grounded, and I like it a lot more. I look forward to watching it a lot more. I always was a fan, so I can't, But I think me saying I like this season a lot better than the first means a lot. Like, I was actually sad. I was like, I was afraid the show was going to become something that I wasn't going to like.
Yeah, the season with the Retaliators is like a weak season, I feel.
Yeah.
It's like
I thought that was really funny.
the episode, I think,
Yeah,
is a funny one.
great.
But
But it's
I remember
not
that
as
season
funny
being
as,
like, it's interesting because it felt more like they're trying to be like over the top.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like they can do these more simple plots that are still really funny. Because it had to be like, oh yeah, but Rick's like betraying them, and he's like, yeah, well, he's not, but he's doing this thing, but it's a trap, but it's not.
It was the Saw.
Yeah, it was his just because he got drunk.
Yeah.
I love how the season has consequences. So the main theme is like your actions with the other Rick have consequences. Like you can't just like before the space gun, you can't just jump around and do whatever you want and think that it's just gonna go your way 100% of the time.
Yeah, that's why at first I was afraid when they fixed the space gun. I'm like, oh no, like.
But then the dinosaurs were smarter than him too, so they're like, it was interesting.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like I was afraid that when they fixed the space gun, they would just like get rid of the consequences again. But they didn't, right? So like in this new episode, they still don't just escape to wherever. But I think part of that is because of how Rick has grown to be like, oh, even though you guys aren't part of my family from my dimension, you guys are my family. So then I guess that's how they keep the consequences in there, because it's like, oh, now I care about what's going to happen to these specific versions of the family.
Yeah. Now, I was trying to figure this out because the reason that Evil Morty escaped is because he wanted to find a dimension where Rick's not like the smartest guy or forcing himself to be the smartest guy.
Yep.
Right? That was like his whole thing. That's why he like broke the
whatever they called it.
Yeah,
Curve or something.
Yeah. So, is the dinosaurs a result of that?
Possibly,
in that
right?
universe,
because they are smarter than Rick.
Yeah, they were all way.
They were introduced like in season 3 or something. The dinosaurs.
Really?
Yeah.
They were?
They
I don't remember that.
are introduced in an earlier episode because there is another episode with dinosaurs.
Oh, wow.
Unless they
Yeah, I
fell
didn't
asleep and
realize
woke
that.
up to another episode, which has been the
No.
But yeah, I swear they had the dinosaurs, and then there was like an asteroid that was, I forgot. I gotta remember the episode now.
But that's the one with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, the
right?
dinosaurs were talking and everything,
where
and then
every
they were
planet
gonna
visit the
they were
asteroid.
gonna extinct themselves. They went to like another
Yeah. But that's the one.
That's the one.
after,
That's the one after the.
That's
they break
that's the one that we watched after the fortune cookie episode.
Oh, because this one I watched before, and it was, but definitely I'm not up to the fortune cookie area.
Huh. Well,
That's weird. Did they do the same plot twice then? Because I remember.
yeah.
I remember it being the fortune cookie episode.
Yeah.
Then that's the dinosaur
The
one.
dinosaur one right before the break.
Where they come back, they're smarter than
Yep.
Rick, and every planet they go to, it gets blown up with the
and they
asteroid,
make his gun better.
and then oh my god, and then they go off to that planet, and they're like, all right, we're just gonna, and Rick's like, no,
Oh no,
Yeah.
maybe that was the one that we watched together then.
yeah,
Damn it.
yeah, but they could have definitely had something with them earlier too. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like a
I
hint
have to
of
do a
them.
deep dive.
Yeah.
I have to do a number crunch later.
Yeah, comment below.
Yeah. Comment below if
How
I'm
many
the dumb one.
appearances? No. Comment below how many appearances the dinosaurs had.
It's like 5.
yeah, they're in every episode. Alex.
Yeah. They like squeeze them into every single episode.
What the fuck?
Even have them as
That'd
like
be
a
a
little.
Bernstein Bears moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys missed the last podcast. Just really quick, don't watch the Terrifier 2. It sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just heads up, because I know we told you
First
to watch.
one's
Alright.
good.
Yeah.
We told you to watch the first one. Don't watch the second.
You know, we were on the train. I forgot what time it was. It must have been Spicegate. Somebody was talking about the second one.
Really?
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, we didn't see the first one. Like, close your ears, close your ears, close your ears.
You're not missing much. There's one kill in there that's like insane, but
Like,
then
like 10 minutes long.
yeah, the rest of it's pretty weird and sucks.
Yeah, it gets sci-fi and weird. So it was really
bizarre.
stupid.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll still watch the third one.
That's where they're.
That was what I asked
problem.
afterwards. I was like, with all that said, if and when they make a third one,
Yeah.
will you be in line? They're like, absolutely.
Kyle, if we could watch the Santa Clauses.
Oh my god.
it shouldn't be like a challenge. I'm up for it. You can't stop me from sitting in a chair and opening my eyes.
If you can sit through episodes
Harder
of that,
than
you
it
can
looks.
sit through
Harder
any.
than it looks. Okay.
It's hard for
Fell
me.
asleep through that whole Grinch animated Hubert
Yeah, I haven't seen
Cumberbatch.
that.
Cumberbatch.
I fell asleep. We ate,
Cummy
and
did.
then we went to the movies, and I do the whole thing. It wasn't like halfway through. It was from it started. I fell asleep.
Wow.
And I woke up, and Tony's like, the credits is rolling. I was like,
That's what you wake her up for.
yeah.
You guys see this?
It's the credits.
Rachel, you gotta see this shit.
I literally was like, I missed the whole movie.
Yeah.
I was so upset because I was actually looking forward
Damn.
to seeing that movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
So how do you know the movie's bad?
I don't. I've still to this day have never
You
seen
just
it.
assume it's bad. 'cause-
Tony, was it bad?
That's all right.
Oh, all
It
right.
wasn't anything special.
Was it better or worse than the Jim Carrey?
Oh my God! How could
He
anybody
didn't like
compare?
the Jim Carrey.
What?
one.
Oh,
What is
ha
wrong with you? This would definitely impact, like, if I married you. Not
Wow.
That just
Grinch.
escalated so much.
So you guys watching the Jim Carrey Grinch this holiday
Hell
season?
yeah!
And
Hell
then maybe
yeah!
the Benedict Cumberbatch one.
Yeah. Maybe
The
start with that
back-to-back.
one and then go to the next one to see.
You gotta watch the animated
It's
the
me
Jim
and cartoons.
Chronological.
It's very hard. I don't know what it is. It's like a long-term side effect of like childhood.
The one thing I know about that movie is it was like the long-awaited. It's co-directed by Kevin Smith's buddy Scott Mosier. That he produced his first bunch of movies and did Smodcast with him and stuff like that. And there was like a secret project that was like it's bigger than anything he's ever done that he's been working on, and it turned out to be that Grinch movie.
That's
Yeah, and
I didn't-
lo-
I fell
and,
asleep.
then it cut to now. Yeah.
Yeah. I have this thing that's been ingrained in me since childhood that you put on a cartoon, I may or may not most likely fall asleep.
What?
Cartoon. I don't,
With
and there's
like any
nothing I could
cartoon,
do.
I try to show her Freakazoid, and we'd have
Oh,
to play.
Freakazoid's so good.
She loves it though, but
I
she
love
falls
it.
asleep and has to rewatch it.
And
It's never
Earthworm Jim. I love
reflection.
Earthworm Jim, but Earthworm Jim also does it. And it might be like the sound of the TV. Or
Yeah,
like
the droning noise.
episodes.
Yeah.
That might be it.
I think it's also you watched it when you were a kid.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it might have been like Saturday morning stuff.
Yeah, and
so you
pass
might
out.
have been tired, so you might have slept. Or watching like Adult
A nap.
Swim and falling
Yeah.
asleep at that time.
Yeah.
So in your brain,
It
you're like,
broke me.
cartoons.
Now I tell Tony every time I go to sleep, we watch something in bed, and Tony will put on a cartoon immediately out. Like it's like I don't even remember falling asleep.
Have you
Security
considered-
blanket.
Yeah. Have you considered a coffee enema before watching cartoons?
Maybe that
Or a
might be
Clockwork
good.
Orange. Like,
Might be good.
We're just a
Did
clock
somebody-
today.
So
Yeah, like yeah,
Tony just
something.
It's clobbering time.
Yeah, it has to be something. But it will if you need me to go to sleep. That's all you have to do.
Even like Batman the Anime Series.
Wow.
Very hard. I didn't. I was like, I want to watch it. I don't know why I can't watch it.
Yeah.
That's
What if
why.
it's just the old style?
It might be.
cartoons? 'Cause
Yeah.
You
It
don't
might
fall asleep
be.
to like Rick and Morty.
No, Rick and Morty. No.
Yeah. So it's just,
Wow.
maybe it's just the
So
old.
the style.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
That
I love
90s
Earthworm
cartoon
Jim. I'm
style.
sorry. Earthworm Jim was
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
jam.
Reference is hilarious.
Even in my brain, I remember it with like that little bit of a grain.
Fun,
Yeah.
fuzzy.
Yeah,
That's why I was
the
like, and
fuzzy
the sound
screen.
of the TV when it turned on, like that.
Yeah.
It's
That
kind of thing.
HBO before the episode
Yes.
starts sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it was like consistently like that. The static.
A little
when you
white
touch the
noise.
TV.
Yeah.
It was like the static when you touch the TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my
it
God.
made me feel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, made you feel sleepy.
I need to go to bed.
Just need to get the old TV in our bedroom, and then I'll just
Yeah.
be zonked forever.
I almost feel like making our next episode like, there's still so many things we could just kind of like this, that, the other thing. We're gonna come at you all angles.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's the term again?
I get
cum
it.
gutters?
Yeah. We're gonna be hanging off our cum
Yeah.
gutters.
It's called cum flaps. That's
Cum
what it's
flaps?
Called. It's like
Whoa, oh my god.
That'll be cool artwork for the next one. Episode artwork. All right, so we're gonna catch you on the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode 153 of the Pseudo Adults program.
Bruh. Whoa.
That's the ending. Whoa.
Oh my god. I'm there.
I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
It's Tony.
And I'm Kyle. We're Pseudo Adults.